able to think your own thoughts, man. It's really difficult nowadays, I feel like. And you might be thinking like, what do you mean by that? Like thinking my own thoughts. It's like I always have thoughts in my brain, and they're mine, but like I don't think so. I think every thought that enters your mind is just out there, and it's up to you if you want to accept it to come into your mind or not, you know? You are not your thoughts, you know? Whatever you think you want, you know, like say for instance, whatever you think you want. Do you want that because you want it, or do you want it because you've seen people with that certain thing or whatever it is? Do you truly want that thing? And the way you really know is that if it's not only like your gut feel, you need to listen to your heart. Your heart has its own mind, I feel like, and your heart is there to help you. And you need to listen to your mind or your heart, my bad. But you need to listen to your heart, but at the same time is it's your heart is where your emotions are. And your heart tries to guide you, but your emotions are also there. But the way I feel about emotions is that I don't know how to put this in words. You are not your emotions. You're just simply an observer of them. You cannot let emotions sit inside of you. You need to observe them and let it go. You can't be holding grudges. You need to forgive and forget. Literally forgive and forget. That's like it's I don't know. If cuz like if you really think about it, you aren't thinking for yourself if you think you're your emotions, because you're going to act on your emotions. You're going to think on your emotions, and your emotions have been building up since you've gained consciousness. Well, you had you had consciousness when you were an infant, but I mean like the good and bad, you know, the biting of the fruit. It's like you can't let your emotions, you can't be your emotions, because if you're going to be your emotions, you're going to act out of pocket. Either it's like to your partner or a coworker, it's just anything in general. If you let your emotions control you, you're not going to be able to truly get what you want. And it's like what I said in the beginning. I don't think you think your own thoughts. I mean I don't know. I don't know. I think it's up to you to choose what stuff you want to accept into your brain, because at the end of the day your brain is just a receiver. I'm not me. I'm not my body. I'm an eternal being, just here right now in the moment. Right now in this moment, I happen to be here seeing everything in a materialistic world, you know? And that's the thing we're all blinded by, is the materialistic world. We are not materialistic beings. We are not physical beings. After this, we go right back to where we came, and I believe that just like how this microphone, just how this microphone's in my hand, it was first a thought. Then someone imagined it, then it was put into creation, you know? Somebody worked on it, and then boom, it appeared. And that's what I feel like we did. And I don't know if I'm getting too religious, or I don't know, but I don't think God created us. I think God thought of us. I think God is consciousness, and we all possess consciousness in us, you know? And if God is consciousness and we all have consciousness in us, that would make us kind of like the Son of God, kind of like Jesus was, right? But it like it's so weird to me. I don't know. I've been looking into symbolism a lot recently. I don't know. It's weird. I've I've always known what I wanted to do, and it's help. You know, it's might sound like oh like like, but like I just want to help in whatever case that is. And like for instance, like this, I've always wanted to make YouTube videos, right? and I always tried making gaming YouTube videos. Never liked it, but I tried to force myself, and I never would continue doing it. But with this, it's like I have an idea that pops up into my head, and I go and record it. It's an addiction at this point. It's already an addiction. Like, since the first day I pressed record and just started talking, it became an addiction. Literally cocaine. One hit and I'm good, and I'm on it. But I'm even like, I need to live by my own ways. I'm still attached to food and marijuana, dude. I am really dude, I am thinking about food and marijuana constantly throughout the day, and it's like I know those are physical things. They're not bad for me, but at the end of the day, I shouldn't be wanting physical things, I shouldn't want materialistic things. I should want non-physical things, knowledge, love, just everything that is non-physical in this life. That's what you should be looking for. And I feel like that's what you genuinely want to do in life, is something that will not give you pleasure out of the physical. And you might think it, but your heart knows it, because your heart has its own mind, man. And a mind can get corrupted, but I don't think a heart can. Yeah, I think a mind can get corrupted, but the heart can, because the heart can't, because the heart is separate. The heart tells you what you want. Your heart is also your emotions. So it's kind of a back and forth, it can trick you. But it also tells you what you truly want. And this thing we call life right now, this physical, it's just a stage in your evolution and in consciousness. I feel like I don't know, I never feel like there is an end stage. I feel like I will always be able to learn something. Even right now, think about it. You can learn infinite knowledge. I mean, you might not retain it or whatever, but your brain can retain infinite knowledge, and it's always expanding, kind of like the universe. And it's just, you are your own universe. You are God. You are the universe, experiencing the universe, literally, unironically. Some mushroom shit, And like I said before, I've never tripped off of mushrooms. And it's weird because I had the thought, it's like, dude, I'm thinking of this by myself, right? And I've always thought about it. It's like, that shit's kind of corny, hearing people talk like that. But why is it corny? Why are you told that stuff's corny? And I don't know. I feel like it's because it's true. Why are mushrooms so bad? But alcohol, I can walk, I can drive, go buy some alcohol at a drive-through, by the way. But no, I can't go buy a little tiny mushroom that will make me feel better. It's and like I said in my last video, if you believe in the physical so much and you die, the only thing your conscious knows is the physical. So you're going to manifest yourself right back into this situation. And until you are able to learn, because that's why we're here, we're learning. I mean, I think we are in this physical world to learn that the material isn't what is what you're supposed to be seeking. Maybe it's the first step, maybe it's the last step. Who knows? No, well, in my case, not the last step, because there's no last step of consciousness. I feel like you can always rise to a higher state. Everybody says, Buddhism, it's like the nirvana, nothingness. I feel that, but at the same time, I feel like there's more after that, And I don't know what's after nothingness, that's the weird thing, but right now I don't know what the non-physical is. I mean, I know things that are non-physical, like knowledge, love, I guess air, but I don't. You really gotta just follow your heart, man. And it's like you can make the world you want to live in, really, Because the way it works is like, think about it. The way you've grown up, your thoughts have basically made your life. It's basically have made your life. Whatever your subconscious has taken in, that is your life that you are living now. The stuff that you look grown up wanting, that's the stuff you chase for now. Like the traumas in your life, those emotions have embedded onto your soul, and that's you now. I'm not saying your emotions aren't valid or anything. They're hella invalid, but like, you have to learn how to be the observer of the emotions. You can't let the emotions control you and just sit in you. You have to let it run like a river. Or let it run like a river. And if a river gets blocked, what happens? It starts overflowing. And I don't know. Once you overflow enough, yeah, that blockade might get, there might be enough buildup to push that blockade through, but once that blockade gets like broken, all that water from that river isn't going to be flowing naturally. It's going to be rushed through. It's not going to be a natural flow. And that's all it is just going with the natural flow of things and realizing that, hey, like, just look up. Just look up. You might not see anything, but it's beautiful, We love the physical so much that we are so blinded by the non-physical. And at the end of the day, that's where we come from. And it doesn't scare me. I've always been scared to death. Always been scared to death. I don't bat a fucking eye now. Genuinely, because I know this isn't it. I'm eternal. And like, a lot of people live their lives just thinking about work, and then they die. That's hell. That's hell, dude. That's hell. If you can sit here and you can just sit here by yourself thinking about the non-physical, about all this, like, just not even that, just sit, meditate, literally meditation, or that breath work. Detach yourself from the physical, and you will feel so much love. And the crazy thing is that I've heard this a million times. You make $1 million right now. I give you $1 million. Next week, you're either not going to be satisfied or you're going to be chasing more money. And that's because the physical will never, ever, ever satisfy you, because you are an eternal being. You are a non-physical being. Physical things can never satisfy you. Never, ever, ever satisfy you. Ever. As much as you think it will never satisfy you. That's why I said billionaires on their deathbed. If billionaires get on their deathbed, they will regret it. They will regret it. Every single one of them. I'm not even lying. It's like, you will come back to this earth over and over again if you do not detach yourself from the physical. And I don't know about you, but I mean, this place is beautiful, but there's a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and I've experienced it I don't know how many times, but do I wish this is the last time? Yeah. If it's not, will I cry about it? Not really, because I don't know. I'm not going to know. But I definitely feel like I'm going to come back a little bit more wiser, Because I'm thinking about it right now. If I'm... Because you might think I'm a fucking crazy head. I'm like an airhead or whatever, or like I'm just a lunatic. But like, if you genuinely believe this, then it makes sense. Nothing else has made sense to me of this 21 years, and that's nothing. 21 years is nothing on this earth. But 21 years and nothing has made sense to me except the feeling of me being my own person, me being my own universe. God sees everything, knows everything, smells everything. That's me. That's me. If he can do that, that's literally me. I do that. I do that every day. And if we had the collective consciousness of throwing away these materialistic things, like, dude, think about it. People back in ancient times, man, we still like have big accomplishments nowadays, but like look at the material stuff we use to gain those accomplishments. And at the end of the day, Are those accomplishments helping us? Is technology really going to help us in the long run? No. It's going to fucking kill us. It's literally going to be the end of us. But yeah, these ancient civilizations, they used to just, they knew that we were all connected, and that's and no aliens, man, no aliens. The aliens were the aliens. Aliens to me is a form of consciousness. It's literally just a step higher up. If you are an alien, that just means you have a higher consciousness. That's all it means. That's literally all it means. Aliens are just a higher consciousness. Like, the fourth dimension is just imagination. You know, everything comes from imagination. Everything. This microphone came from imagination. Someone thought of it, then started putting the work into it, and then made it. That's literally how we, like, there's no creation of the world. There's no ending of the world. You know? I mean, there will be the ending of, I feel like, Earth and everything, because that's the materialistic state. But as above, so below. You know, that whatever exists outside of you exists within you. You are a microcosm of the you are a microcosm of the macrocosm, you know? And I'm going blank because I've just had a lot of information thrown into my brain the past 3 days. Honestly, I've really been reading a lot. And I don't know, reading might not do it for you, but I haven't read a book probably since 5th grade. And you're probably saying, but you probably had to read books. I faked read. Everything I would fake read. Fail the class. Like, I never learned. I never read, and I'm really bad at spelling. Really bad at communicating. Obviously, you can probably hear over the past couple of videos, I stumble over my words and I have to fix myself. But I'm not even my language. You know. I'm not my body. I'm not my emotions. You know, I'm eternal, and that's for sure. I will always know that. I will not always know material, but I will always know I'm eternal, even when I'm gone. That's the only thing I feel like you take with you, is the divine, you know, the Holy Spirit, the breath. You know, they call breath the spirit. And what happens when you stop breathing? You die. You lose consciousness. I don't know. You can go so long without food and water. But air, the one thing that gives life to all. One of the main elements, the 4 elements. I'm going blank, but I want to keep talking. I just want to keep talking because, like, it's like, genuinely, if you want to live a better life, you have to stop letting your emotions be you. You have to control your thoughts. Meditation, breath work, being silent by yourself for long periods of time. I'm talking to my phone right now. I'm by myself, but I'm still technically talking to myself, you know? And there's a difference between talking to yourself physically and then subconsciously. Because when you sit here, you can talk in your head. You don't have to talk out loud. Like right now, I just said I'm talking right now, but in my head. And I'm the only one who could have heard that. No one else could hear that. No one else can hear that but me. That is my internal. Sorry, I like wordplay, but that's my internal dialogue. That's my consciousness. When you close your eyes, what do you feel? When I close my eyes, I feel like I'm in the middle of my brain. And, you know, your pineal gland some might say, but even that, I don't think that's the receiver. We're divine spirits puppeting these bodies. That's why I've always felt like a video game character. I've always felt like that. I've always felt like something is controlling me, and not in the fact that, like, I'm not controlling myself. Something is controlling this, but I am that something. I think I'm this though, And that's the thing. I've always thought I'm this, and that's why I felt like I'm being controlled. But no, now knowing that I'm the controller of this body, or the player to the, I'm the player. My body's the controller. My video game's the world. But my mind, my eternalness, my being is the player. My body's the controller. My world is the game. You know, I use my body to explore the game. I use my body to go through life. You know? It's so beautiful outside, man. There's some construction going on, but like, even with that, it's like, at least I'm not hearing like cars 24/7. I mean, yeah, I hear an airplane every now and then, but I wish I could be out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm grateful for where I am, because I will always be grateful no matter where I am. Because this isn't forever. This is not forever. Life and death is a cycle. It's infinite, you know? Infinite. Goes over and over and over again. And until you realize you need to break the spell that you have on materialistic shit, you will forever be stuck here. And if you like it here, I mean, you shouldn't. Even if you like it here, you shouldn't. You should not like it here. This isn't your home. But this is an experience. You can love it. You shouldn't like want to just be here, though. You should be okay with leaving. You need to be okay with things leaving. You need to be okay with, because at the end of the day, do you really own anything materialistic? No, because it's not yours after you're gone. After you're gone, that thing can't be tied to you, unless it's like, I don't know, some property or something. But after that, it's like, still, it's not yours. What are you doing with it? The only thing that will stay with you is what you learn, knowledge, the love you feel, the love you give. You know? Because I don't feel like we're going to feel hate when we die, unless you're materialistic. Well, I mean, the thing is that hate is materialized in this world. I don't think there's hate up there. Just like how there's no sin in heaven and hell. At least mine works out. My version works out way better than heaven and hell, because in my version, heaven is just a higher consciousness. Hell is materialism. And if you're gonna go to hell, you're just coming back here. If you go to heaven, you're nothingness. You're just your being. You are the one. You are one, because everything's one. Everything comes from one. We are all one thing. But right now, in this moment of time, we think we're separate. And that's how it works, you know? I did a little bit of research. Not research, I guess. It's just what I believe in. It's just what I believe in. Your right side of your brain sees everything as one. You should look at a forest. If you were to take out your left part of your brain and you look at a forest, you know what you would see? You would see the forest. You would see the biome. You would see everything. You take out the right part. You leave in the left part. You see trees. You see leaves. You see sticks. And we are stuck living on that left side of the brain. We see everything individual when in all reality, because your subconscious is the right side. Your subconscious takes everything in as real. It doesn't question itself. It doesn't sit there and go like, was that a lie or was that true? You say, I hate myself. Your subconscious is like, damn, okay. You say, I hate you. We are all I. You hate. If you say something bad like that, you are just putting it back into yourself. Whatever you put out in the universe comes back right to you. It does. It really does, because you are your own manifestation. Whatever you think, whatever thoughts you let go into your brain, it's like a seed. Letting a seed grow. You plant the seed, you let it grow. Never let bad seeds grow. I don't know if there's such thing as weeds, I guess. Cut the weeds. Cut the weeds and let your seed grow. The weeds are the bad actions. The seed is your purpose, your real purpose, and that is disconnecting from the material. There's a fly on my he's chilling on my mic. But that is disconnecting from material, man. You really need to disconnect from material. And that, you can do it yourself and you can move on. But this world will always be like this unless we all have what's the word? A collective consciousness of loving yourself. Treat everyone how you want to be treated. That is the golden rule. If everybody lived like that, we would literally still be in the Garden of Eden. We would live in bliss. And throughout generations, throughout ancient civilizations, you look back, man, you really look back. These people did some crazy things with the most basic things. Nowadays, we can do some crazy shit. But the material that we had to get formed together, this material that we had to use to gain this knowledge, even if it's more knowledge than our ancestors have ever, I guess, more knowledge, because technology and whatever we're learning today isn't knowledge. And I mean, yeah, we're always going to learn like smaller things, but because that's what we do. That's what us humans do. We look at things and we try to look at it in the smaller, like, we found the fucking atom, bro. Hello? We found that. We can look at that, you know? You can zoom in on that shit and you can look at an atom. Can you? I don't know. I might be sounding stupid, but I don't know. We figured it out. We figured out it's there. We know it's there. And for instance, if an atom is non-physical, isn't that weird how we figured out it's there? We probably know it's probably physical. You can probably see this fly is really, really messing with me, or it's not pissing me off, but it keeps getting in my eye. These ancient people had so much more wisdom and so much knowledge and collective consciousness and collective love. I mean, yeah, I'm saying that, but like, humans are always humans. We're always going to be animals at the end of the day. But enough people thought like each other to the point where they could do things like build these gigantic structures, these things that we don't even understand today. You know, we might think we say we do, but we truly don't. And I don't know. And it's weird. It's really weird because now it's this, when I think of collective consciousness, when I think of we're all one, and I look back at really anything, there is something about how we're all one. And that's weird, isn't it? It's weird how really throughout generations and throughout civilizations, there's always been people saying that we are one, and that has to mean something. It just has to, and I truly believe it. And that's how I'm gonna live my life. You know, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I want to help people, and if this resonates with you, I like, please. I'm not a professional. Go like do your own research and stuff. Right now I'm looking at a lot of occult learnings, you know, symbolism. And it makes sense to me. Nothing else makes sense to me. Religion doesn't make sense to me, you know? It never did. Any religion, the Christian, like. But if I were to read the Bible now, I would understand it in a different way. It's so weird. Jesus was trying to teach us basically what I'm saying right now. I'm Jesus. You're Jesus. Jesus isn't the Son of God. Jesus is us. We are the Son of God. And that's what he tried to tell you, man. You look at a lot of quotes from the Bible. Like, I'm not going to be able to. I've been writing down in my journal. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I ran. I got my book. Because I couldn't think of the quotes myself, but I've been writing some stuff down, man. And if you really think about some of the things they say, it's like, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Like what I was saying before. Your heart has its own mind. But your mind still has control over the heart. It might have its own heart, and it tells you where to go. But if you think with your heart, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be your emotions, you know? You are going to be the things that hurt you, you know? Sorry, let me find one more. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard this one before. And he said to them, "Follow me as my disciples, accepting me as your master and teacher, and walking the same path of life that I walk, and I will make you fishers of men." What does he mean by fishers of men? You know? What is he... That doesn't make sense. You're going to go catch men? No, in my mind... in my mind, it's mind. He's going to be a fisher of mind. He's going to tell you what the real... God isn't some dude in the sky, man. He's not some dude in the sky. He's within you. He's your brain. He's your consciousness. And we live like animals. The stairway to heaven is your spinal column. I'm sounding crazy as shit right now, I bet. But the stairway to heaven is your spinal column. Just think about it. It's your spinal column. At the bottom, you have your reproductive organs and your gut. That's sex and food, right? That's materialistic things. At the top, you have your mind, you have consciousness, you have creativity, you have imagination. That's the non-physical. So in my mind, Jesus was trying to teach us the true way, but like I said before, the people who don't want to look within themselves and really truly believe that outer things are the cause of their problems, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, these people will always come back here. And no, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say, these people who've realized this but can't fix their own ways, that's why we have what we have in this society, is to keep people in the materialistic mind, to keep them reincarnating, to keep this world going, because they probably can't get themselves out of here, and they're going to keep coming back. And if they keep coming back but people keep leaving because people understand the real meaning of things, they're not going to have people to control. They're not going to have people to work for them. They're going to have to survive on their own. And if you're telling me you take a billionaire's money away like that and throw them in a different life, they're starving. They're going to die. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Like I said, you get $1 million this week. Next week, you're either going to be looking for more or you're not going to be satisfied. But if you have love, knowledge, and just, if you're disciplined, you will never, ever, ever feel like you don't have enough of that. If you feel like you are those things, you are those things, and you will never, ever not feel enough of it. And it's weird, because the physical, you will always feel like you need more physical things. Even if you have the stuff, even if you have your dream car, I bet you are thinking of another car if you were in a financial spot. No, you can always have more materialistic things. But at the end of the day, that's not what gets taken with you, man. It's not. And people got to wake up and realize it. They really do. Because it's the only way we're going to stop this. I mean, I don't know what happens if we do gain a collective consciousness and we do realize that materialist, like, does this realm just cease to exist? I don't think so. I think something would replace us humans. Because everything is one. Everything is one. Everything is the one consciousness. So if we, I don't know. It's weird too because you probably think it's like why is the population always going up? It's like, well, we're killing all these animals and spirit never dies. It needs to come still, it needs to be manifested back. So if you're going to be killing off all these animals and really all you have are these humans who are like really populating, the spirits are going to stop coming back as animals. They're going to start coming back as humans. And I feel like a spirit, an especially a spirit that has been completely wiped off of like the materialistic world, I feel like if they come back as human and conscious, those are the Hitlers, those are the billionaires, those are the dictators, those are the kings, those are the worst people in the world right now. Are people who I genuinely feel like this is actually their first run through it. Because how do you have this much money and you don't care, man? If I had $1 trillion, first of all, I wouldn't. Second of all, I'd be assassinated for what I would do with the money, because I would literally like the world. I mean, first of all, I would have enough money to literally like probably fucking end money. I can probably just give out money to everybody to the point where literally it crashes everything, to the point where like same thing with money. We all have a collective consciousness that money is worth something. You might not think it. You personally might not think it. You might look at that paper and be like, damn, this is crazy. We actually think this is money. But as a collective consciousness, we believe it. So guess what? It's here. Whatever gets thought of manifest. It's a seed growing, guys. It's a seed growing. The manifestation is that seed. You plant those thoughts. You accept the thoughts that you want. You plant those thoughts. You affirm those thoughts throughout the day, every single day. You let that seed grow. That will be you. That will be you, because that's how it works. You are your own universe. You are your own creator of reality. And what you are living right now is just what you have gone through your whole life. It's basically how it is. And hey, it really not it's I'm not saying that like if you were born in the worst circumstance, like just fix yourself. No. We do live in this world. You will be born in the most unfortunate circumstances. And it might sound bad to say, but it's all because you are learning something. It's all because you're learning something. Learn. Knowledge, love, discipline. Except, I guess that would be part of love, though. I mean, I can't really think of anything else. Those 3 non-physical things right there will bring you more joy in life than any amount of money would. Any amount of money would. And really, if you can prove me wrong, if a billionaire watches this for some reason, and we can get hooked up to a lie detector test, even though I don't think those are real, if somehow we can figure out who's more happy, I'm 100% coming out of that happier. If anything, billionaires are scared to die. I could die right now and I would be happy. Just by me saying that, I know I'm happier than every single other billionaire in the world. So, yeah, even if you're a hidden billionaire, because, you might think there's a lot of billionaires in the world, but you just don't know how many hidden billionaires there are, man. Jesus Christ. And that's who the world's run by. It's the people who are attached to this materialistic thing, and we wonder why the world is so materialistic. Why? It's because we're run by these. Oh, it's so crazy. I'm rambling. Almost 40 minutes now. Damn. No one's gonna watch this. But if you, no. Somebody will watch this. The people who watch this are the people who need to watch this. So, yeah. It's a beautiful day, and I hope you enjoy your day or night, really, or wherever you are. Just enjoy the moment, because that's what's truly happening. That is what's true. You are truly here right now. You are truly here right now. Your conscious is here right now. But as soon as you leave, your consciousness goes back up to that mental plane, man. And you are going to manifest back into whatever your material form was attached to. And if you're attached to materialistic things, guess what? You're coming right back to the materialistic world, aka Earth. And if you're attached to the physical, you're going right back. You're just going to, I don't know if you stay. Maybe you stay longer or something, or no, I feel like you ascend. But there's no top. There's no ending. People say that Buddhism is the end, but no. There's something above that. I don't know what comes after nothingness, like I said before, but something does. And I don't know, just like how I didn't know what I was, now I do. And eventually I will learn, because that's all I am. I'm eternal, and I'm a traveler. And all that means is that I will forever gain knowledge and information. And I will forever spread love. No hate. No hate. Because if you spread hate, you're Satan. You're Lucifer. Lucifer is the temptation. The mind is what the brain. Because I believe the mind is different from your brain. Your brain, like, your brain is the thing that takes in the signal. So if your brain gets corrupted, those signals can get corrupted. And that's Satan. That's the fall of man. That's being corrupted from the divine, because that's what you are. You are a divine, eternal being. And if you are corrupted by these materialistic wants, that's hell. That's Lucifer. You are Lucifer and Jesus. The battle between heaven and hell is inside of you. So stop throwing these blames onto external forces and look in within yourself and really realize you need to do the work. You need to do the work. You need to love yourself. You need to stop wanting these physical things and do the work. Literally sit with yourself an hour a day. Just sit with yourself an hour a day. Just breathe in the sun. Because at the end of the day, if that sun doesn't come up, you're not going to be here. So that's another thing. Be thankful. Be thankful for the small things. Because the small things make you you. The small things help your consciousness do this. Literally. And you have to be thankful for that, because this is a learning lesson, and without this, what would there be? Probably nothing. Because you need your yin and yang, you need your as above, so below. You need the opposite, you need your polar opposites for anything to work. Sadness, happiness, evil and good, up and down, night and day. Literally, I can go on and on. This video is 43 minutes long. But yeah, I'm going to stop ranting. Appreciate it if you guys watch this, and the people who did watch this, thank you. And I'm not going to tell you to listen to my other videos or anything, but I'm going to keep uploading. I am going to keep uploading, because this is what I want. This is what my heart wants. This is not what my emotion wants. This is what my heart wants, and I want to help people, even if it's just one person. I saw I got a new subscriber. Thank you, bro. I don't know who you are, but I'm giving you so much love, and, thank you. And I know you feel it, because we are all one. We are all one. Thank you. God damn it. Thank you.